Almost everyone today wants to be fit. Why? Want to be healthier. Want to be confident. It's for my mental health. Want to be strong. But the truth is, I want to look good. And the best solution that I found for it is boxing. Going to the gym today, for the most part, it means you're going to push weights. You hit the gym, you push weights, you pull weights, you lift weights, you look at weights, but is it enough? Well, if your only goal is to be bigger and stronger, are you actually stronger if you're bigger? We'll get back to that. The point is, doing just weights on the long term, it's actually not beneficial. Unless you're looking to get somewhere here. Haters will say that it's juiced up. Now, I don't consider myself an expert on the matter. Having trained for 25 years gives me somehow a lengthy experience. Should definitely have a degree for experience. Out of those 25 years of training, I've spent the first 10 years doing weights. That's me when I used to wear my beard up here. So after 5 years of pushing weights, pretty much I've reached my objectives. So what was there for me now? I definitely didn't want to take the road of eating all that chicken breast. It got to a point where I had zero drive for it. It became extremely boring. The only thing that kept me going was the fear of my biceps getting smaller. Also, I had this very uncomfortable feeling that despite being big and having a big muscle mass, I wasn't really feeling strong. But what does the strong really mean? What's the applications for it? I thought that being stiff meant being strong. But then one day, as I'm doing my regular rope curls for my biceps, of course, I witnessed the proof that I wasn't strong, at least not how I imagined to be. I'm just big and I had muscles. That's what I saw, just a normal kid, expressing a full display of strength and power. My ego dissolved instantly. It was a very hard slap, and that slap made me get into boxing. Now, having started this boxing journey, I quickly realized that it was extremely difficult, and mainly because I did not give up pushing weights. I mean, having boxing abilities is pretty cool, but you don't see them. You will notice straight away a bodybuilder. You don't necessarily notice a boxer, unless you're stupid enough to just bother the wrong person that proves to be a boxer and now you're on the floor, probably sleeping. But that's a different conversation. People will always want to have a good-looking body. Ideally, you want them both, to be both physically fit and have some sort of fighting abilities. But there's a massive problem with that because hypertrophy and boxing are on the complete opposite sides of the training spectrum. Bodybuilding gets you slow and stiff, boxing gets you loose and quick. Now, at this point of the video, there is a very important note to be made about boxing. Boxing is a combat sport, but it has more than just one application. I've been practicing boxing since I had hair, and that was 15 years ago. And I'm not a boxer, never been one. But if you decide to become one, just know one thing. You don't play boxing. So what other applications are there for it? Probably there's 3 of them. Become a boxer, use it as a fitness tool, or open your YouTube channel one day and make a video about how you think boxing is so great. But let's talk about the second one. I used boxing as a fitness tool for more than a decade now. It completely changed that one-dimensional approach that I had with training. Instead of working out just for looks, I discovered that you can train for everything else. And that everything else was exactly what I was missing. Speed, balance, coordination, power, strength. A full spectrum approach. So I guess the applications for boxing go well beyond becoming a boxer. It's probably the best way to build your training around it because it forces you to treat your body as a whole instead of just isolating. Result? I never felt better, stronger, confident. What about looks? To be honest, I think I look better now that I don't train exclusively for aesthetics than when I did train just for that. But that's my own subjective opinion. What's factual instead is that the looks element goes across the whole spectrum of training. It's like, why would you train just for looks if you can train for everything else and looks are included in the same package? Maybe even better looks. Again, that's subjective, but most people will probably agree that this might look better than this. But probably the most important thing is the feeling of actually being strong, powerful, and altogether healthier, both physically and mentally. A good work on the bag will take quite a lot of steam and will burn also a lot of calories, making it a great cardio training.
What's the matter? What are you gonna do? Why are you looking at me? You don't talk to me. Why are you talking to me, bro? Oh, why are you talking to me?
I guess self-confidence takes a great boost as well. Boxing is a tool, and it's probably the best tool, and it's available for everyone. All you need to do is make it part of your training. It takes a pair of gloves, boxing bag, and pretty much that's it. You go for it. You just start throwing, and slowly, you just get better every time you do it. It's fun, dynamic, and it gets your body to move in ways that help support real fitness beyond just simple looks. Now, does it have to be boxing necessarily? Any combat sport has the same fundamental. The body needs to be trained as a whole. And that's the entire point of this story. Of course, this is just my own story, it's my own experience. But I think we can all agree that you are not just muscle groups, but you are an entire unit. Training with this mentality will show you the great capabilities that your body has. And it's definitely fun, I can assure you. Thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate if you got here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, especially if it's the first time you landed on one of my videos. Also, if you're interested, you can check out my training blueprint, which is just below in the description under Full Spectrum Training. It's not a list of exercises, as there would be too many, but it's the actual blueprint. So it's just all the areas that I consider that are important and need to be included in a full spectrum training. We'll make a video about what full spectrum training really is and how you can easily design yours in a way that it fits your circumstances, and most importantly, it builds you on the long term. Because full spectrum training is not just something to get you in shape for the summer, it's something to get you in shape for life. See you next time.